All right, welcome back. I'm here later than usual. That's okay. And this stream will be relatively short. Now, you see the thumbnail, you see the title of the stream, and it is a case that we hear a lot as far as the overall scenario that I talk about a lot, just to point out how insane many dog lovers are. We've heard about them jumping on alligators, crocodiles, fighting with bears, jumping into frozen rivers, some of them dying in the process. Dog lovers, we got to understand they're willing to die for dogs. The lowest, most deranged creature on the planet. Creatures that shouldn't be here. They shouldn't even be here. They're willing to die for them. Can't make this up. So we have another scenario where a man, his dog was attacked and killed by a tiger. So what does this man do? He tries to track the tiger down. A Siberian tiger. Can't make this up. The tiger attacked a dog owned by this man, and the man was prompted to track the tiger for a considerable distance. He was on a hunt. He was in hero mode, save my dog mode. He was in I'm willing to die for my dog mode. Now, if you know that your dog has been in the possession of a tiger for all this time, you know it's dead. So what are you doing? You can't retrieve your dog. He was seeking revenge. Why didn't you simply say, time to get another dog? Why didn't you tell yourself that it's time to get another dog? No, you wanted revenge. How insane is that? Walking for a considerable distance, and during that time, walking a considerable distance, it didn't dawn on you how dumb this was? Didn't reflect on that at all, huh? Didn't think maybe this thing could pounce, jump from out of nowhere before I have time to turn and point my gun at it? You were willing to go through with it. You were willing to take the chance. Just like you was willing to take the chance owning the dog. Because it could have killed you too. So, eventually, the man came across the tiger near the dog in the forest. He's walking. He sees a tiger chowing down on his dog. He's like, oh, there it is. But the tiger saw him and regarded him as a threat. Of course it would. The tiger probably saw you as it killed or took your dog. It took the dog and left you. You should have walked away, went on about your business. So when it saw you coming back, it knew you were a threat. It knew what you was coming back for. You knew this was going to be conflict. So the tiger pounced on him and killed him. And the tiger left the man's body next to his dogs. He left the man's body next to the dog's remains. So who will be the next brave dog lover to seek revenge or try to save a rover from a superior, more valuable, welcome creature of the earth? That's what that tiger is, along with all the other natural animals on this planet. I welcome them with open arms and reject dogs with an insane passion. I argue that governments should exterminate them. I don't think there's an argument on this earth capable of refuting it. I tell you something else. Like I said before, I don't believe all dogs should be exterminated. I don't believe all world governments, if they do this, should exterminate all dogs. The dogs that I welcome, there are some dogs, dog lovers, that I welcome on this earth with open arms, and that is wild dogs. Speaking of wild dogs, guess what this wild dog is doing right now? It is panting. Do you see a difference between what this natural dog looks like panting next to your mutant mutts? Can you tell a difference? You see, if you look up any other living natural animal and you watch it pant, it looks exactly like this wild dog here. Their tongue does not protrude outside their mouths like that. You don't believe me? Here, 3 out of 4 of them are panting right here. Do you see a difference, dog lovers? I want y'all to reflect on how much of a mutant your dog is. Look at natural dogs for a long time. So long that when you look at your nasty mutant, you're turned off by the sight of it. That's what I want. Because I've reached that point, surpassed it. This is what an animal that's panting, look, that has no pores, this is what they look like when you see them. Look at the panting, dog lovers. Look at the ears. Have you ever seen a mutant mutt with ears like that? No, you haven't. No, you haven't. So if the world governments snap out of it and they decide, you know what, IHD is right. Makes no sense to sacrifice our population, especially when these things prefer to attack our youth. It's time to manually drive them into extinction. If they ever do that, I would petition, don't touch wild dogs. Why do I say that? Listen for yourself.
Do wild dogs attack humans? Known for their striking coats and incredible hunting skills, these dogs are often feared by humans due to their reputation for being dangerous. One of the reasons why people think painted dogs are ruthless killers is because of the way they disembowel their prey. Wild dogs dangerous? African wild dogs are dangerous for the animals they are hunting, but they keep their distance from humans.
Oh, really? They keep their distance from humans. Oh, really? You don't say. You mean like all other natural predators do? Huh? Don't want nothing to do with not trying to populate our cities, not trying to set up shop in our neighborhoods, in our homes. It's just like the hyena, the lions. They avoid humans. And that's all I ask. A creature that doesn't have to depend on us. And if it does, get rid of it. Our territory is not the place for wild, lethal predators. Nobody should have to tell you that. And another benefit of, or another difference between natural animals and mutants that shouldn't be here, okay? We could sit here all day going over the differences between the mutants and natural animals. You hear that sound? It's not birds. It's coming from the dogs. That sound is coming from the dogs. Hey, let me turn this volume down. I'll leave that sound in the background for y'all. Dogs, natural dogs, don't bark. But guess what? They can. Do y'all know these dogs are capable of barking? Why don't you think they're barking like the dumb mutant does? Why aren't they barking like the dumb mutants do? Why are they chirping like birds? Is this an annoying sound? Would a sound that they make keep you up at night, wake you up in the morning, drive you crazy? Just like all other natural animals of the earth, it doesn't bother you to hear the sounds that they make. The sound of crickets does not drive us crazy. Birds does not drive us crazy. Neither do the sound of natural dogs. I think that's a loaded statement to make for people who hate dogs as much as we do. So y'all think we crazy. You think the dog culture critics are a bunch of animal-hating sickos. Nah. And I don't preach sick stuff like that. The sickness is going on in dog culture itself. Shout out to everybody able to join me for this very brief live stream. I'm headed to work, and I hope you can join me on the next as we continue with this crusade.